Okay, so we're going to start with question 24. This one says, the difference of a number divided by 8 and 3 is 5. So, difference of a number, I'm just going to write shorthand, divided by 8 and 3 is 11. Oh, no, excuse me, it's 5. Sorry, wrong question. It's 5. All right, so here's the problem. Now, first thing we want to look for is the words in there that tell us what operations we have going on. The first one being difference, which means subtraction. Now, the difference between what? A number divided by 8. And. The and tells me that we're separating. This is what we're doing the difference of. This and this. Anytime it says difference, it's going to be the difference between something and something else. So it's not the difference of a number and 8. It's the difference of a number divided by 8 and 3. So that means a number divided by 8 means m divided by 8. Of course, insert any letter there that you would like. If you want to use M, Y, Q, it doesn't matter. So some number divided by 8 and 3. And since it's different, that means subtracting. Is, remember, means equals. So equals 5. All right? So there's my equation. Now, the next thing we need to do is actually solve this. I'm going to make my writing a little smaller here to solve it. So to solve it, I'm going to need to add 3 over here and add 3 over here. So on this side, oops, I didn't mean to put a box around it. On this side we get m divided by 8. And on this side, 5 plus 3 is 8. And then our next step is multiply by 8 here, multiply by 8 here. So we get m equals 64. So that's our solution. So our equation is m divided by 8 minus 3 equals 5, and our solution is m equals 64. All right, next question. All right, Will?
Number 7.
Number 7?
No, number 8.
8, okay. So number 8, we have C minus 7 equals 11. So this one's just a one-step equation, so what do I need to do to solve it? Hannah?
You add 7 across.
All right, I'm going to add 7. And whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So we get C equals, and 11 plus 7 is 18. All right, so that was number 8. All right, other questions that you'd like to go over? All right, band people can go now. 17.
Come on, Brian. I am a coming. Slow.
All right, guys, I know they're leaving, but I still need you guys here focused, so.
Wait,
all right.
supposed to bring our backpack?
Yeah, we were.
And, well, y'all come back to your homeroom before you leave for the day, so unless you need it for the pep rally,
No, I
you
don't
should be
need
fine.
it.
All right, number 17, we have negative 23 equals y divided by 3 minus 17. All right, first thing I want you to know, if you are like me and you have a little touch of OCD about you, and it really bothers you that that variable is on the right-hand side, an equation means the two things are equal, which means if you really want to, you can write y divided by 3 minus 17 equals negative 23. Now, If you don't want to have to rewrite the problem, you don't have to do that. But for me, it just like feels icky. The variable's on the right and I don't want it there. So if you're like me and you're just a little crazy, then you can feel free to put the variable on the left-hand side just so it looks more like most of them, okay? But either way, the steps to solving are going to be the same. Two-step equation, so our first step is to do what?
Plus 17.
Plus 17. So I'm going to add 17 here and add 17 here. On this side, they'll cancel, leaving me with y divided by 3. And on this side, I have negative 23 plus 17. Okay, so we get negative 6.
Oh, I think what I did is I did negative 23 plus negative 17.
Okay, yeah, be careful. Make sure that you're doing the opposite operation. And then our second step is multiply by 3 on both sides. That cancels, and I get y equals negative 18. Just out of curiosity, what did you get as your solution for this one?
Me?
Yeah.
I got negative 120.
Negative 120? Okay, the reason I ask is because if you take the problem, which was y divided by 3 minus 17 equals negative 23. If we plug in our answer, remember we can check it. So you got negative 120 over 3 minus 17 equals negative 23. Well, let's see. Negative 120 divided by 3 is negative 40. And is negative 40 minus 17 negative 23? No. So since I know that's negative 57, and negative 57 is not negative 23, then that tells me that I made a mistake. So even if you don't do it on every homework question, on a test, it's a really good idea to just plug your answer in and like maybe do all of them first to make sure you get done. But if you have time at the end and you're checking your answers, a really good thing to do is take your solution, whatever you think it is, plug it in, and then follow your order of operations and see if it really works out. And if it doesn't work out, because like you look back at your work and could see where you made your mistake. So checking your answer then gives you a chance to look back and see if you can figure out what you did wrong and fix it before you turn it in. All right. So,
Are we allowed to use calculators?
You can use calculators on the test. So, other questions from the practice test? Other questions? Y'all don't have any questions? What about the simplifying? 18, 19, 20, 21?
We're good.
You're good. Y'all sure about that? All right, we'll do some practice on those. Do the bonus? All right, we'll do the bonus. All right, one thing I do want to say about the bonus. One thing I do want to say about the bonus, guys. I still see people that are trying to, rather than write an equation, you're trying to answer the problem without writing an equation. Okay, I didn't walk around this class, but during my second period class, I did have a chance to walk around a little bit, and I saw a lot of people whose equation was 1,260,000 divided by 2.5 equals n. Well, is that an equation? Sort of. I mean, it does have a variable, but really, you're just doing the math problem and you're just saying your answer equals n. Well, that's not really an equation. Equation, look at the wording of the problem. It says Tiger Woods won $1,260,000 for his first place win of the Masters tournament in 2005. This was about 2.5 times. 2.5 times. Yeah, what he received in 2007. All right, football players, y'all may go.
Number 68.
All right.
Party!
Now, so 2.5 times tells me that what operation should be going on when I write my equation? Josie? Multiplication, right? And what people are doing is they're dividing. Why are they dividing? because they're doing the inverse operation. They're going ahead and solving the equation without ever writing it. The problem with that is, while you can do it when it's a simple little one-step problem, as they get more complicated, if you don't get used to reading it and putting it into equation form, you're not going to know the steps to solve it. So it's really important to do the math the way it is in the problem. So 2.5 times what was in 2007. We don't know how much he made in 2007, so that means what he makes in 2007 is going to be M. Okay? So we know that 2.5 times M is what he makes in 2005, which is 1,260,000. So this is my equation. Now to solve it, what am I going to do? Divide by 2.5. So you're going to get M equals 1,260,000 divided by 2.5. So my problem is not that you're not getting the correct answer. My problem is that the skill we're working on is writing the equation, and some people are trying to skip that step and get straight to the answer, which is nice, except for the fact that you're not learning the skill you need to learn. So make sure you're reading through the problem, looking for the math words in there that tell you what operations you're doing, and you're not wanting to work it backwards. And that's the thing. When you learn in elementary school, it's always worked backwards. Oh, if it was this, and then we added this, then to find out what it was, we need to subtract it. Well, no, to write the equation, you still want to write it with the addition. Okay, you need to do the operation in the problem. And then, once you've written the equation, start doing the opposite operations, the inverse, to get rid of it. So, let's see. Let's look at a couple of the simplifying ones, just in case someone is shy and doesn't want to ask. Because I know the quiz, we had some people who struggled, and hopefully that means those people feel like they're getting it better now since no one's asking about them. But just in case, let's do number 20. So number 20, we have 11s plus 2 times s minus 3 plus 4. So what's our first step?
Distributive.
Good, distributive property. So I'm going to multiply a positive 2 times, times s, positive 1s, right? And positive 2 times negative 3. So I get 11s, and then 2 times 1 is 2s, so plus, since it's positive, 2s. And then positive 2 times negative 3 is negative, or minus 6, plus 4. And then we combine our like terms, which are 11s and 2s. So that gives us 13s. And also negative 6 and positive 4, which gives us negative 2, which we write as minus 2. So we get, that simplifies to 13s minus 2. All right, cross country and volleyball. Any cross country or volleyball people? All right. I think that's it for this group. I don't have any Spirit Club people in here, right? I didn't think there was anyone on the list. Okay, so the rest of y'all are with me for the next little bit.
Can we like
Lucky you.
problems on that thing? Like, can we
We could maybe do that. All right.
Okay,
All right. Let's do this. I'm going to